Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are some of the most hated games of the year because they are just such dumpster fires. These games are so unfinished, unpatched, unoptimized. They have bad frame rates, glitchy animations, and straight up just so many errors that it's very obvious that they're very, very undercooked. But what I find interesting is that now it seems like Nintendo might actually agree. They're giving us refunds. But let's talk about that. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I want to make it incredibly clear, I'm not making this video just to be vitriolic or toxic. I bought this game, and to be quite frank, I very much regret it. Pokemon Violet sucks. I mean, the gameplay loop itself, catching Pokemon and stuff is interesting, but Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I played this exact same year, was a much better product, and now I feel like I paid a big price for a big downgrade. But I want to take a look at this article over on Stealth Optional, because they're sort of confirming a lot of reports that apparently Nintendo is giving people their money back. As you can see here, it says Nintendo starts giving refunds for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are so buggy that Nintendo is doing the unthinkable and giving refunds. Now, before we even get into this, keep in mind two things. One, Nintendo is the cheapest company ever. That's why they make underpowered consoles and stuff, is they're so focused on profit. And additionally, I mean, honestly, the fact that they are refunding Pokemon, the biggest entertainment franchise on the planet, I think this is them in some way sort of acknowledging the fact that these games are just so, I mean, they are bad for the Switch. Now, here we go. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are receiving mixed reception from fans. Yeah, I guess mixed meaning overwhelmingly negative. With the sheer number of technical issues and performance problems, fans are more than unhappy. In a move some of us didn't see coming, it seems that Nintendo is accepting refunds for the game due to the current state. Now, basically what they go through here is that they show the fact that right now, tons and tons of users on Reddit are showing that if you go to the Nintendo of America official store page and request a refund, a lot of people are actually getting it. It seems like if you bought it digitally, you can say that, hey, this just does not live up to my expectations. Obviously, the game itself is just very, very undone, and Nintendo is giving your money back. In fact, sometimes people are saying that you get it within an hour. This is crazy that Nintendo of America is sort of just rolling over and giving the cash back to try and hopefully minimize the backlash that they're currently experiencing. Now, in case you have not understood what's happening, let me show you some clips of this. Honestly, I keep seeing these just insane glitch videos where, honestly, the biggest problem with this, in my opinion, is not just how goofy the game looks, but I mean, there's just constant weird animations. Everything just looks so weird. Like right here, the Pokeball's getting sucked into people. Obviously, this looks like a big old poke dick, but like everywhere you go, look at this one here. This is a glitch that's happening. This guy's going along. Oh yeah, okay. Now we're starting a cutscene. Okay. So this guy here, we're supposed to be able to talk to him. The character just starts walking right through him. This is a cutscene. This is a cutscene that is not working. And this is not a rare occurrence. There are literally hundreds of examples of people just straight up breaking the game. Here's another thing you can do. Whenever you're in cutscenes, if you're playing multiplayer, it doesn't hide the other character models. This is like the most basic of basic things. If you're making a game that's multiplayer but story focused, you hide the player 2 character model so they can't just spin like a freaking top. Look at this. Look at this. This is supposed to be a cool moment. God, so ridiculous. And that doesn't even get into the fact that there's just so many weird technical errors and stuff like this, where you're having a normal Pokemon battle, and then it just kicks you through a wall. The game has not been tested enough. The game is just so undercooked. Look at this. Out of bouncing. This guy is no-clipping like crazy because the game isn't done. Like, straight up. I said this. I have about 8 hours in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet now. The game is just busted. low resolution textures, constant pop-in, messed up animations everywhere, cutscenes look sloppy, easily the worst Nintendo first-party game I have ever seen. I also said that anybody defending Game Freak and Pokemon just loves wasting money. People are discovering very funny, weird glitches. Like, look at this. It turns out that if you plug in a second controller, God, I'm still just shocked this exists. If you press forward on two separate controllers at once, you run at twice the speed, meaning the code just says that if you're pressing a joystick, increase run speed. This game is trash. This game deserves to be refunded. This game, honestly, it makes me not want to buy any other Pokemon game ever. I mean, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, but this year, purposely in anticipation for Scarlet and Violet, I was so genuinely excited. I went through and played every generation of Pokemon. And honestly, playing stuff like X and Y, Sun and Moon, Black and White, a lot of these games that I had personally missed, experiencing them now, built up so much appreciation for what Game Freak has established. Not just the stories, not just the Pokemon, but this world building, going to different regions, seeing these different takes on the same Poke adventure of collecting badges and fighting the Elite Four. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are such a massive step down. I mean, seriously, I'm still trying to play it a little bit, but I'm so bored by it. Like, it's been so long since I played a game that is just so obviously a cash grab. But I have seen people saying that the problem here is the fact that Game Freak is just being overworked. They're having to rush these games. They are coming out broken because of this 3-year marketing cycle. Now, I find this term to be incredibly interesting because it really does hit a point that I feel like some people are overlooking, which is the marketing cycle. Part of the reason that Pokemon just sells such incredible, literal record-breaking numbers is because of this marketing cycle. A Pokemon game comes out, then you get the Pokemon cards, then you get the Pokemon plushes, the Pokemon anime, and then they start hyping up the next experience. But in that meantime, Game Freak... Are you just walking in here, little doggy? Well, my roommate's dog walked in right as I was trying to film that take, but right now, Pokemon is stuck in this cyclical fashion where they have to constantly be making the current game, hyping the next game, working on DLC, and I think we can all admit this no longer works. They either need to have more developers, more polish, more time, more of a gap between Pokemon adventures. Give us that big polish. This is easily the largest Pokemon game we've ever gotten. I mean, it has over 1,000 Pokemon now. I do think the open world idea behind Scarlet and Violet is incredibly good, but it's just such a letdown. If you were excited about these games, the fact that anybody is getting a refund, I mean, let alone the fact that there's viral threads talking about refunds, bragging about refunds, is a testament to just how badly they screwed up. I do want to make it clear, I do not think that this is a Nintendo Switch problem specifically. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looked pretty dang decent, and that came out just a couple months back. Obviously, we have games like, I don't know, Mario Kart 8 obviously hits 60 frames a second. Breath of the Wild looks good. Breath of the Wild 2 looks even better. But Pokemon just keeps scraping by with the lowest possible quality, and I don't think we should deal with that anymore. This is, in my opinion, completely unacceptable. It's time to literally tell Game Freak, do better. Give us voice acting. Give us actual games. Give us something that matches the budget. This is not a $60 experience. This is a 3DS game on my Nintendo Switch. And you guys can defend that all you want, but me, I think I'm pokey done. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts. What do you think about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Are you having fun with it? Please tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed it, give it a big old thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please, keep dreaming. Even after having filmed this video, I can't believe that they're actually doing refunds. I mean, that's a big old yikes for me.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.